Greetings and welcome, Mr. WatchPony. What brings you to my office today?
Hey, Dr. Wolf. It's good to finally have a session with you. I am a big fan of your work and think you're doing a great thing for this community. Anyways, I wanted to ask about loneliness. Not just any loneliness, but being lonely among friends, if that makes any sense.
Oh? Could you tell me when this started for you?
Well, for me personally, it's something even I feel today. I may be a big name in the fandom. People love my top 10s, and I reach out to many fan community guests in this fandom for interviews or ask them to voice a top 10, and I give them a special shout out to help. But after that, it's over. No one really ever invites me to hang out, be in a group chat, join a live stream, or even make a collab review. And every time it does, it's like once in a blue moon. Being the Watch Pony, I have seen many amazing group projects, songs, even music videos that bring out the best from every individual that works on that said project, such as Ponies the Anthology and Alice's Anarchy. I've always wished I could be part of that, but the invitation never comes, so I get a feeling of being left out. It's a pretty sucky feeling, as it leads to me thinking that I'm not good enough as a channel, or they don't like me, which is obviously not what they intend or actually think of me, but my mind can't help but think that I'm being judged in a negative light.
I see. Have there been any friends you've made since you started your channel?
Well, yes, I have my Watch Pony team to keep me company, and for the first year, they were the only friends I've ever had. The only time someone has ever reached out to me was Pinky Rose, kind of my first friend ever outside of my old friend group, and introduced me to many other awesome people that ended up becoming my friends. I'm grateful for all my friends. So thankfully, the feeling of being lonely was gone, so it's not too big an issue for me. But I was still confused that I wasn't invited to do other projects. I didn't want to sound like I deserve it because no one should feel that entitled. But my friend helped me realize that the reason I probably haven't gotten any invites is because my channel is designed to look more like a company and less like a person. WatchPony is more of a title than a name. I also learned that people are actually intimidated by me. They take my top 10s very seriously and even get upset about my judgments. I never wanted to be like that. I'm just a fan who likes to make top 10s.
Well, Mr. WatchPony, I suppose I can relate to some of those feelings. 'Tis unfortunate that at times you felt like others are intimidated by you, or that fans have gotten upset by one of your opinions even though you're trying to express how passionate you feel about MLP. You might start to think that there may be something wrong with how you present yourself, whether in your videos or in real life. Or maybe this is something that just comes with the territory of running a YouTube channel. After all, you can't please everyone all the time. I've lost track of how many times someone like Lightning Bliss has come to talk to me about someone else's concern or idea because they were too hesitant to try and talk to me directly. It can be difficult for me to understand why some other creators, even those I've worked with several times before, would feel intimidated by me. Like I have some measure of authority even though I'm just trying to be myself. So I can understand at least some of what you're going through, Mr. WatchPony.
Yeah, it's a bit of a unique situation to be in. Not too many people can relate to it. But I also want to bring in a more common situation, like if somebody who is completely new to the fandom has actually been in the fandom from the beginning, but just never got any attention. I say this because I actually have somebody else here who could really use some of the advice that you're giving me right now. She should be coming here soon.
Oh, really? And who might that be?
Speaking of which, here she is. Doc, I would like to introduce you to IceHeart. She is an aspiring analyst and a great friend, but not the best flyer. She is the love of my life. Sorry about the roof, I'll pay for it.
Woo! Yeah! Alright, that's at least top my new record by 10 seconds. Huh? Oh no! I'm very sorry about the roof! I thought this was WatchPony's place for a second. Hi, I'm IceHeart.
Hi, sweetie. Nice of you to drop in. Anyways, Doctor, she is facing similar feelings. She wants to be friends with some of her favorite YouTubers, but because she barely started as a channel, it's difficult to introduce herself and faces similar feelings of being left out.
Yeah, I guess with me being new to this whole thing, I really am hoping to just get to be friends with all the people I've been a fan of for a while. And that includes you. I have had the best time meeting Thespio and Midnight Sonata for one, and I even got to hang out with them for a while. And I would like to make plans one day to get to know them even more, but with everyone's schedules, I understand that it is hard. Don't get me wrong, everyone in this fandom is awesome and great. But recently, I did lose someone who was like my own shining armor in terms of having a big brother best friend forever. And I guess I thought by getting more involved with the fandom and creating a channel, I'd be able to get to know more people like me, and hopefully find another person to be like that BBBFF figure for me. Sadly, it isn't working out too much. I did also recently post my first ever solo video, hoping it'd get me some views and potential collabs with other people. I'm sure WatchPony has already mentioned about his thoughts on being left out, but with me, I feel like I'm taking it just a smidge harder. No offense, honey.
Well, Miss IceHeart, I should start by saying it's good that you felt brave enough to contribute towards the community, putting both your face and your voice out there. There are plenty of people who really want to use their talents to enrich our fan base, but haven't been able to overcome their hesitations. I suppose that comes with the fact that our community is made up primarily by introverts. Although, that may also help explain why both you, Mr. WatchPony, and even you, Miss IceHeart, have felt a little lonely and left out, even with the friends you've already made. Whilst I have little doubt that there is any shortage of Brony extroverts, it seems to me the vast majority of Bronies out there are more introverted, meaning that social interaction tends to be more draining than energizing. Both you and I have attended many conventions, Mr. WatchPony, and it's always a treat meeting with fans, sharing our passions, and enjoying MLP for everything it is. But, at least for me, I've never felt so exhausted by anything else I've ever done in life. Being surrounded by massive crowds of people, interacting with many hundreds I've never met before, getting up on stage for panels and events. At the end of such a day, I desperately need to have my calm and quiet space, with at most only a few people I've already been friends with for years. And such feelings persist when I go back home. Part of the reason why I tend to be so focused on projects in my free time is that I can only handle so much social interaction at any given moment, wanting the group of people I work with to remain small, so I won't feel like I shouldn't speak up. Too many people wanting to ask questions, collaborate on projects, or continuously inviting me to join them for games or events, and I just get overwhelmed. I don't know whether this is the case for the majority of content creators in our community, but with the high number of Brony introverts I've seen, it really wouldn't surprise me if this happens to be at least part of the reason why the two of you have felt a little left out at times. Does any of this make sense?
It does, and I understand, but when it comes to me, after I have one project finished, I already want to start planning my next one, and I keep thinking, oh, I want to collab with this person, or this person seems fun to collab with. But then it really hits me that I am still very new to the world of video projects, and I don't know a lot of people to collab with. There are times where I've asked people, but they say they don't know my content enough, or you don't have the content I'm looking for. Not gonna lie that it does hurt, and it makes me have self-doubt. Sometimes I often wonder if I made the right decision making the solo video, since all the videos I'm in is always with WatchPony.
I'm sure that can be difficult to deal with at times, Miss IceHeart. Kind of like auditioning for dozens upon dozens of projects and never getting any callbacks or even feedback on your work. And do you have similar feelings as IceHeart here, Mr. WatchPony?
Yeah, it really makes me question my channel and wonder if I have gone a different approach, it would have made things better. So I just end up with regrets. I also feel a bit isolated because I'm a top 10 maker, and there aren't a lot of those in the fandom. I'm not exactly an analyst, but not exactly an episode reviewer or reactor or Brony personality or voice actor, so I'm kinda stuck in my own little island. Sometimes it even leads me to not invite myself to projects because I feel like I don't belong in some projects.
It kind of feels like we don't meet the requirements to even be considered for certain collabs or projects, but I think what WatchPony is saying is that we both feel like outcasts in a way of us not being able to meet with others outside of projects, or not getting offers to collab with.
And I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones who feel this way. There are probably tons of individuals who are part of a fandom or group but still feel like an outcast among their peers.
But we do hope to collab with more people like Thespio, Firebrand, Lightning Bliss, Eliora, or is that just me?
Oh, I have no doubt there are many, many others who feel the same way. We each try to do what we can with what we have where we are, and inevitably run into the same question. Should I have done things differently? I don't suppose there's a clear-cut answer to everything we've discussed here today, but I do hope each of you at least feel you've been listened to.
Yeah, we do. And this has been a great help, Doctor.
Fluffy, doggy, Fluffy.
Oh boy.
1, 2, I did.
Thank you for your time. Come on, sweetie, we have to go.
Oh, well, glad I could be of service to the both of you. I sincerely hope you'll find the answers you're looking for down the road. Take care now.
But I want to hug the Dr. Wolfie.
Sorry, Doctor. She's a bit of a dog person. We'll leave right away. Come on. Come on. We gotta go. No. No. Come on. Let's.
It's good to be helping.